pairs are taller. This is a little bit more of a midi wedge. This is called the Baron. Look at the leather on this and the way come on, the way that ruching is done. So one of 3 new styles we'll have for you in this program. It's $159.95, first day ever presented on 5 easy payments. So it's $31.99 to get it home. Try it on. Did you know you can wear these shoes for 30 days? You don't have to just try them on at home. Wear them out. Know they're going to work for you. We want you to have that confidence. You can do that when you shop here at QVC. The item number is 8369230. So Erin, you've got the black there in your hands.
Yes, I love the black in the shoe. It's so stunning. It's so elegant. It's absolutely phenomenal leather that we saw earlier and that we're going to see again with the Layla, but it's just gushy, beautiful ruching love.
You can't handle it. It's just so good. Tonal there in the black. Now we're going to kick into some contrast. So tell me about this one, the Bordeaux.
So we have Bordeaux again. We have this also in the Leslie, but of course we're limited in sizing. So if you love Bordeaux and you're good with a little bit of a lift, not a full wedge as we spoke to before, but like a midi wedge, this is a super elegant way to wear something that's a crossover. It has a little nod to a sneaker, but it is a boot. And you see here how we actually took the leather and wrapped part of that wedge in the back. That's just for visual interest, really elegant statement, shows that it's a boutique brand, lots of craftsmanship there.
And I like that you didn't wrap the whole thing, because then when you're driving, you don't have to worry about, you know, scuffing up the leather too low to the bottom. Okay, that's Bordeaux. And then the Brandy, this is a color that you are loving and everything Miz Mooz. We've seen that in the show. We've seen it across the board. So tell me about this color. How do you describe the tones within it?
The Brandy is just the richest driving glove leather, like the interior of a great sports car. It's absolutely stunning. It's our go-to Miz Mooz call to action shade because we've just really perfected the brown brandy tone here.
Look how pretty that is. So let's imagine right now wearing this with a white skinny jean and a denim shirt.
Perfect.
Wouldn't you?
Easy.
But then going forward, you've got like a long duster perhaps, or you've got like turtlenecks and cowl necks, and you get excited about the textures of fall fashion. Imagine how smart it's going to look with the same boot that transitioned you into that season that you were still wearing when it was 85 degrees out, like it's going to be here this weekend. That's why it's worth the money. And I think when you get them home and you start wearing them, then you realize the difference. But it's not until you make that investment, there's only so much we can say before the light bulb can go off. You've got to experience these styles. I see 2 zippers on this one. How do I get in?
So you'll notice the interior zipper is actually the one that you use to get in and out. You see that micro sueding on the inside here as well. And then the exterior zipper with the additional leather pull, that is just for style. And one of my favorite things about this boot, we discussed already, it's this little edge of leather.
Here, I'm going to hand you this one.
Thank you. Also, it looks great from behind. So I was actually, when I was checking in here at the studio, I was standing behind a woman who does not work for Miz Mooz. She works for another brand on QVC wearing these exact boots. And I looked at them and I was like, oh, those look really good from the back. And then I looked again and I was like, oh, they're Miz Mooz.
No wonder. Yeah. But that's what I like is when other people notice my shoes. But as I've gotten older, and listen, I'm knocking on 40, I understand I'm not that old, but there's something that's happened, like going through my 30s, where I started caring about different things. Yeah. And when I look at myself in the mirror, I want to feel like what I have on represents who I am and can say something about, you know, my priorities in life, or, you know, maybe what my life's about. And so I like your wedges in particular because I feel like you've nailed that underfoot experience. But like the Narcissa, you know, I'm a big fan of that bottom. It's taller. This wedge comes in at 3 inches, but then there's a little bit of a platform that helps offset that. And it's all very flexible and shock absorbing. So it's not the wedge of the 70s that was like loud and you almost felt like you had to walk like a penguin to make it work. These bend with your foot as you're walking.
Absolutely. You won't be heard coming into a room. You're going to be seen, which is all the more important in making sure that, you know, you really get the value of these shoes in terms of you can wear them all day long. These are not like I'm going to put them on and then 2 hours later I'm going to have to, you know, run home.
That's right.
You're going to wear them all day and it's going to elevate elevate your outfit, going to give you a little bit more confidence because your posture is going to be elevated because you have that little bit of a heel, and they're just stunning. They will go with everything. I can't think of a single thing that they're not going to go with in your closet.
One of my tests for shoes is tailgating. So now that, because the first game of the season is this weekend.
Yeah.
And so when we go to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, we go early. Sometimes we'll get there maybe 4 hours before the game starts. And then there's the game, and then there's the after game activities. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I could be there for 12, 14 hours. It's nuts. And I think I've got to have a shoe that looks nice in photos, but practically speaking, can I get where I need to go and stand in that shoe all day?
And have fun.
Miz Mooz wedges are, for me, a personal preference because they hold up all day long and they don't crash your look, whatever it happens to be, recreation, for work. Imagine wearing this one to work because you know the black can do that for you. There's black in the middle, what we just saw in Amy. She was wearing it with black in the Bordeaux. That's the most popular, the most limited choice. But here it is in the brandy, and that's the one that I just so rich. I just think these are such special shoes. They truly are. The design, the leather, there's nothing to improve upon. The item number for that, the Baron, it was A369230. But here's the Lundy.